Call it the Nissan shock, the latest results from Japan's #2 carmaker were full of not-so-pleasant surprises. It cut its full-year earnings outlook by 15%, while rival Toyota is raising its estimates. And it announced a management reshuffle, replacing its #2. Investors have reacted negatively. Just after its results, Nissan shares plunged and they're still struggling to recover. A series of embarrassing recalls and slowing emerging market demand are taking their toll. So what's happening at the company that once staged a stellar comeback under CEO Carlos Ghosn's strong leadership? I asked him here at the Tokyo Motor Show.
We are in a period of very strong growth with a lot of investments, not only in technology and product, but particularly in capacities. We have 9 plants being built this year or expanded or significantly expanded. And it's true that when you are in a situation like this, when you take a lot of headwinds, you are less resilient. And that's what happened to us. Still, the earnings this year are going to show a significant progression compared to last year. And we maintain our midterm plan goals of Power 88, which are 8% operating margin and 8% global market share. So I believe that Nissan will deliver a lot, not only in terms of growth, but also in terms of profit for the years to come. About the 8% market share, this is going to depend a lot on what is the rate of growth in China. Because if the rate of growth in China remains around 6 or 7% per year, it's fine. But if China starts to grow at a high rate, we're going to have a problem of capacity because we will not be building enough capacity in order to meet the 10%. But it's a good problem to have in a certain way. If we take the BRICS, just to limit it on the 4 main emerging markets, in China we're the leading Japanese maker. It took us 10 years to come to the front. We are at the front and we're doing very well. In Russia, as you know, thanks to the alliance, I have no doubt on the fact that before the end of the term, we'll be the #1 Japanese car makers. In Brazil, we have a new plant coming in production on the first quarter of the year 2014, which is going to be a game changer for us because so far we have been importing cars from Mexico, and now we're going to be having cars assembled in Brazil, localized in Brazil. For us, it's going to allow us to be much more competitive in Brazil. And as you know, in India, we have already a plant in Chennai, and we are now moving forward with an increase of our market share. So I think we are on the offensive on all these markets. If you compare Nissan to the other Japanese makers or Nissan to the other makers, we have a very stable management. Usually in the Japanese company, as you know, there is a rotation every 3-4 years in the top jobs. We didn't have we changed the CEO, but he has been in the job for 8 years. So for whatever standards, I think this has been a very stable tenure. No, I think it's one of the positive things of Nissan is to have a very stable management. At the same time, we need to move on all the time to adapt to the circumstances and to our environment. And also we need to change the organization because, as you know, the organization is here to serve your strategy and not the other way around. And today we are in a period of time where we need to make sure that we are focusing on the execution of a strategy which has already been defined and developing a lot of synergy with our partner of the alliance, Nissan.